During World War II, Italy deployed a wide variety of military vehicles across the skies, land, and sea. These machines were not always the most powerful, but many stood out for their speed, innovation, and distinctive design. From fighter planes, tanks, trucks, and naval vessels to even manned torpedoes, Italy's war machines carved a unique chapter in the history of WWII. The Fiat CR-42 Falco was one of the last biplane fighters used in World War II. Italy relied on it during the early stages of the war. It was slower than modern fighters, but extremely maneuverable. Pilots appreciated its agility in dogfights. However, it quickly became outdated as the war progressed. Macchi C-202 Folgore. The Macchi C-202 Folgore was Italy's most successful fighter aircraft. It featured excellent aerodynamics and balance. Powered by a licensed German engine, it had impressive speed. The aircraft could compete with Allied fighters. Many Italian pilots considered it their best wartime aircraft. Savoia-Marchetti SM-79. The SM-79 Sparviero was Italy's primary bomber aircraft. Its three-engine design made it fast and reliable. It became famous for torpedo attacks against enemy ships. The bomber was widely used in the Mediterranean. It remained effective throughout much of the war. L3/35 Tankette. The L3/35 was a small and lightly armored Italian tankette. It was cheap and easy to produce. The vehicle was used extensively in early campaigns. Its weak armor made it vulnerable to enemy fire. By mid-war, it was largely ineffective. M13/40 medium tank. The M13/40 was Italy's main medium tank in North Africa. It had improved armor and firepower compared to earlier designs. The tank performed well against light enemy vehicles. However, it struggled against better Allied tanks. Mechanical problems were common in desert conditions. Semovente da 7518. The Semovente da 7518 was one of Italy's best armored vehicles. It mounted a powerful gun on a tank chassis. The low profile made it hard to spot on the battlefield. It was effective against both infantry and tanks. Even German forces used it later in the war. Autoblinda AB-41. The AB-41 was a fast and modern Italian armored car. It featured four-wheel steering for better mobility. The vehicle was mainly used for reconnaissance. It performed well in desert and open terrain. Speed was its greatest advantage. Moto Guzzi Alce. The Moto Guzzi Alce was Italy's standard military motorcycle. It was used for communication and patrol duties. The motorcycle was simple and reliable. It could handle rough terrain effectively. Fast movement made it vital for battlefield messaging. Fiat 626 truck. The Fiat 626 was a common Italian military transport truck. It carried troops, supplies, and equipment. Although underpowered, it was easy to maintain. The truck served on multiple fronts. Italian logistics depended heavily on vehicles like this. MAS Torpedo Boat. MAS boats were small and fast Italian naval attack craft. They were designed for surprise torpedo attacks. Speed and agility made them hard to detect. These boats attacked much larger enemy ships. They became a major naval success for Italy. Littorio-class battleship. The Littorio-class battleships were Italy's most powerful warships.
They featured heavy armor and large-caliber guns. Advanced design made them very modern for their time. Fuel shortages limited their operational use. Despite this, they were feared by enemy navies.
Kent Z506 seaplane. The Kent Z506 was a long-range Italian seaplane. It was used for reconnaissance and rescue missions. The aircraft had a wooden structure. It proved surprisingly durable in combat. The Z506 served throughout the Mediterranean War. P-2640, heavy tank. The P-2640 was Italy's attempt at a heavy tank. It entered service late in World War II. Production delays limited its battlefield impact. The tank had good armor for its time. Many were later captured by German forces. Breda 37 truck. The Breda 37 was a heavy Italian military truck. It transported artillery and heavy supplies. The vehicle was strong and reliable. It could operate on rough roads. It played a key role in Italian logistics. Siluro a Lenta Corsa. The Siluro a Lenta Corsa was a manned underwater weapon. Italian naval commandos used it for secret missions. Operators rowed the vehicle into enemy harbors. It was used to attach explosives to ships. This weapon became one of WWII's most daring inventions. World War II wasn't just fought by soldiers. It was shaped by machines, designs, and decisions. Today we're exploring vehicles that played a unique role in this chapter of history. Take a moment to like this video. It helps more history lovers discover these forgotten stories. And if you're new here, subscribing means you won't miss future documentaries like this one.